Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
Hey guys, Jacob here. As you know, Season 2 is about wrapped up, and with the end of Season 2, which is the final manhunt target, you guys will be able to get your hands on the repair trap. This is the new trap you guys can get from doing the final Hornet mission, and you don't even have to kill him. You actually get this halfway through the mission, do the it helps you get through it. You have to use this by putting on a Warhound and having it shoot loads of healing. That way you can get through the Eclipse virus that's spread all the way out through Tidal. Now, a few people have been asking me about this, if it's worth getting, if it's effective, or if it's just trash in general. Now, I will show you guys the build. I'm testing this out as a little bit of an example of what tier it is and what I'm using. This is a basic healer build for Future Initiative with Empathic Resolve and Safeguard. And the skills I'm going to be comparing is going to be their Restore Hive, the Chem Launcher, the Mender Seeker Mine, and of course the Repair Trap. Now, I will show you guys the Restore Hive first. This is the main hive everyone uses for healing. Some people tend to use the Chem Launcher or the Seeker Mine, but most people who run Tier 6 healer builds always use this. Now, one benefit this has over the trap, the Repair Trap, is it covers a large area, which you guys can see the ring right here. So if I'm all the way over here, it's going to get to me, or if I'm all the way over here, it's going to heal me. Also, another benefit, you can pick this up and move it. So if it heals you a few times and you want to move on to another area, you can pick it up and move it and take it all the way over here, and then heal your teammates and heal yourself, and you're good to go. Now, one thing the Shock Trap is not that great about is the fact it's stationary, obviously, and it's in a straight line. This will not heal you, say you're all the way over here, unlike the Hive. You're going to have to run through it. Now, I've tested this a little bit with some new people on PvE who I've just matchmade with, and they've just ran through it, and it hasn't even helped them. I've had people say that they have over 600k armor, and the heal's really shitty, and I've had people say the heal's pretty decent. So the reviews on it are kind of mixed from my point of view, which I've had people comment on it. And I did a little bit of a poll on what people prefer. I think I asked around 22 people, I think around there somewhere, if they would use this or the Restore Hive, and some people said they'd use the Restore Hive, and some people said they would just throw this thing in the trash and not use it at all. But that's just what I've been testing so far, what people think. Now, I will also compare this to the Chem Launcher. Like I said, this is the Reinforcer Chem Launcher. You guys can see the repair and compare it to the Trap. And one benefit this has is, A, you can just go and cover and drop yourself a heal and you're good to go and move on. And you also can shoot it. Now, you can throw the Repair Trap pretty far, which I'm just going to throw it up here so you guys can see how far it goes, and it drops down. But overall, I still think the Restore Hive is better than this to the fact it covers a wider area. If you're in a group and someone just has this, like say they don't want to use a Chem Launcher and they just want to use something a little different, then obviously they can use this if they want. But I still think the Chem Launcher is better than this to the fact this even covers a bit of a good radius. You can shoot this, and if your teammates are over here, if they're over here, they're good. The Repair Trap doesn't really do that. Next is going to be the Mender Seeker Mine. The Mender Seeker Mine can only be accessed if you're on Survivalist, but also it can follow you. You can have it constantly coming behind you and also send it after your teammates, and it will give them heals, and it's low to the ground, so it's not that big of a deal to mess with. So if you're getting shot at and you're in cover, you can just send this over and heal your teammates. There also is, the Fixer Drone, which I tend not to use the Fixer Drone, and this gives you a pretty decent amount of healing, but also at the same time, it can be shot by players in the Dark Zone, so that's why I don't really talk about it. But PvE, I still wouldn't use this because I still think the Chem Launcher is better in my opinion, the fact that it heals you really, really well over time, and also you can't shoot it. You can also send the drone to your teammates as well and heal them, but I still prefer the Chem Launcher. But overall, is this thing really worth it? I think it's really cool that they did add this in the game, and they're giving us multiple variants of the trap. We're also getting the Shrapnel Trap in the next season, which is Season 3, so we'll be able to get that at the very end. And if they made it more like this trap, which is the Shock Trap, the first one that was added in the game, you guys can see this covers a pretty large area, so I'll throw it right here so you guys can see exactly how far it spreads out. So if they made it more like this, then I would love to use this thing, the fact it covers a bigger area. And if it shot out heals like this when you just run through these little areas like the lines, then this would be a pretty good skill to use. But overall, that's just a quick little input on the skill and if I think it's really worth using. Overall, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm probably going to stick with the Restorer Hive and the Chem Launcher. But thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and I'll catch you guys all later.